Good morning, pre-calculus. This is the video for Tuesday, April 7th. It is on the circle sheet that was from yesterday's lesson as well. I printed two up yesterday, right? So on circles, this is the sheet we're using. I'm going to do a few more of the problems we didn't do. This we still need to know. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared is a circle with center hk and radius r. If the center is the origin, then it's just x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So now, turn the page. The first one we're doing together is number 4. Now, to do number 4, it says write an equation of the circle whose diameter has endpoints 0, 0, and 6, 8. The midpoint of any diameter of a circle is the center of the circle. So, the midpoint formula, in case you forgot, is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So 0 plus 6 divided by 2, 0 plus 8 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 3, 4 is the center of the circle. Now I want to get the equation, I want to get the radius. So now I have a choice. I'm going to just use the center and one of the points, but someone else could have used the diameter, the distance of the two endpoints, the diameter, and then just divided it by 2. They're both correct. I'm going to do the distance between 0, 0 and 3, 4. So the distance formula is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. The square root of 3 minus 0 squared plus 4 minus 0 squared is the square root of 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, the square root of 25 is 5. Okay, it's all up here, clear as could be, okay? So now we have the radius is 5, right? And we have the center of the circle is 3, 4. So now we just have to put it in to x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So the final answer is x minus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 25. X minus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 25. Okay. I did number 4. Number 5 is part of your homework. I'm going to do number 7 and number 8, and 6 and 9 are going to be part of your homework. But here, number 7. This you did. This is number 7. Okay? Number 7, but I'm going to write it more over here. X squared plus 2x. I'm going to leave a space plus y squared minus 6y. And I'm going to bring the 7 to the other side, so it's going to be negative 7. Then I am going to complete the square. You might remember a teacher saying half it, square it, share it. Okay? Half of 2 is 1, and 1 squared is 1. So half of 2 is 1. Half it, share it, square it. Half it, square it, share it. Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. If I add 1 to the left side of the equation, I have to add 1 to the right side of the equation. Half of negative 6 is negative 3. Negative 3 squared is positive 9. If I add 9 to the left side of the equation, I have to add 9 to the right side of the equation. And what we're doing all this for, we just made perfect square trinomials. So when I factor it, it's the same factor squared. Now, I'm not going to write x plus 1 times x plus 1. I know it's going to be x plus 1 squared. It's half the b value. And this would be y minus 3 times y minus 3, or just y minus 3 squared. Negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6, plus 9 is 3. So this is the equation. It is a circle with center, it's the opposites, right? -1, +3, and the radius is equal to the square root of 3. Okay, because I thought that might have been confusing, so I did this one because it was a radical, just so you would see. Okay, that was 7, and you're going to be doing 6 and 9. I'm going to be doing number 8 also. So on the next page now, I'm going to number 8. The reason why I'm doing this one is because it's just a little different because the x squared, there's no other x's. So it's going to be x squared plus y squared plus 6y. And I'm putting the 2 on the other side, and it becomes -2, right? Subtract 2 from both sides. So now the x squared is fine. All I have to do, I have to leave that. But for here, half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. If I add 9 to the left side of the page, I have to add 9 to the right side of the page. Okay. And then I get x squared plus y plus 3 squared, half of 6 is 3, equals 7. And this is now a circle with the center at 0, -3. I did it so one would be, just squared, and the other one had that part to it. And then the radius is equal to the square root of 7. Okay, that is number 8. You're doing number 9. Number 10, I'm skipping. No 10. Okay, 10, I'm crossing. Now, I have just one more left that I have to do in the practice section. So your homework last night was 1 to 8, right? I'm going to do number 9 with you here because it's just a drop different than the other ones. It's actually not harder. It's just actually one less step than one of the other things we did today. But and then you're going to have to do 10, 11, and 12. Number 9, write the equation of a circle in standard form that passes through the point 5, -, let's say 5, -4, or 5, 4. I'm having trouble reading it. That passes through 5, 4, and has a center of 2, 0. 5, 4, 2, 0. Okay? And number 10, we're going to make that 4, 5. Okay? And, okay. So the center is 2, 0, and we have the point 5, 4. We don't know the length of the radius. We have to figure it out. So distance is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. 5 minus 2 squared plus 4 minus 0 squared. The square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. The square root of 9 plus 16 is the square root of 25, which is equal to 5. Well, now the center is 2, 0, and the radius is 5. X minus 2 squared plus y squared is equal to 25. 5 squared is 25. Okay? So I found the distance between those, right? To find the length, between those to find the length of the radius, which was 5. This is r squared. And the center was 2, 0. And that's the center of 2, 0. Okay. So again, this is still review of last year. This is really not new stuff. Just to make sure, and you also have to do 10, 11, and 12. So you had those numbers. This is 1, 1, 4, 5. X squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 10y equals 2. X squared minus 10x plus y squared minus 8y equals -32. Again, so your homework is 5, 6, and 9 from the lesson part, and 10, 11, and 12 from the practice section. Okay, those are 6 problems, just 6 problems that are due tonight, Tuesday night. That's because Wednesday is going to be catch up. I don't want to give homework on Wednesday because then you have Thursday and Friday of the holidays. Okay, so a little less than 10 minutes this video, enough for you to go on to be able to do those numbers. Have a good day, people.